So, the Nothing Phone 4a is on the way, and this one actually matters more than you might expect. Not because it's a flashy flagship or packed with headline-grabbing specs, but because it shows where Nothing is headed next as a company. Over the past few years, Nothing has gone from being the new startup everyone was curious about to a brand that clearly knows what it wants to be. They've crossed $1 billion in sales, built a massive global community, and created a design style that you can spot instantly. Now they're entering what they call their second phase, and it's all about maturing as a brand, refining their products, and doing things on their own terms. The Phone 4a sits right in the middle of that shift. One important thing to clear up right away: there's no new flagship phone coming this year. Phone 3 is staying as Nothing's flagship for 2026. Instead of rushing out a new high-end phone just to keep up with the usual upgrade cycle, Nothing is doubling down on its most popular lineup, the A series. And that's exactly why the Phone 4a is such a big deal. The A series has always been about delivering the Nothing experience at a more affordable price. But with the Phone 4a, the goal is clearly to push that idea further. Nothing has said they want this phone to feel closer to a flagship than any A-series phone before it. That means improvements across the board, from build quality and materials to the display, camera, and overall performance. And this isn't meant to feel like a small update. It's supposed to feel like a real upgrade you can notice day to day. Design is a huge part of that story. Nothing's products have always had a look that doesn't instantly scream for attention, but grows on you over time, and that's completely intentional. With the Phone 4a, we're expecting a familiar Nothing identity, but with more premium details, new color choices, and a cleaner, more confident finish. The goal is to stay true to the brand while making the phone feel more refined and more mainstream at the same time. On the software side, the Phone 4a will benefit from the latest updates to Nothing OS, which continues to focus on simplicity, customization, and smooth everyday use. Nothing is also pushing forward with its idea of essential apps, where software feels more personal and less cluttered. While some of the newest features are launching first on Phone 3, the overall direction is clear. Nothing wants its phones to feel different not just in design, but in how you actually use them every single day. Now let's talk about price for a second, because the entire tech industry is dealing with rising component costs, especially RAM. Prices are going up across the board thanks to increased demand from AI, and no smartphone brand is really immune to that. Nothing has been pretty transparent about this, and while prices may increase, their strategy isn't to win a spec war. Instead, they're focusing on delivering a product that feels thoughtful, well-designed, and enjoyable to own. That approach is especially important right now. When every brand is dealing with higher costs, the ones that stand out are the ones with a clear identity, and that's where Nothing believes it has an edge. People aren't buying Nothing phones just because of numbers on a spec sheet. They're buying into the design, the software experience, and the brand itself. So, if you've been waiting for a mid-range phone that feels a little more special than the usual options, the Nothing Phone 4a is definitely one to keep an eye on. It's not about chasing trends or rushing releases. It's about refinement, confidence, and building a phone that feels like it actually belongs in your pocket. If this is the direction Nothing is taking in 2026, the Phone 4a isn't just another budget-friendly phone. It's a sign that Nothing is growing up, while still doing things its own way.